No, many twice I tried, but actually it is not
Okay, it
working.
means internet issue. Yes, sir.
Okay, Renuka madam, you can start. You can switch on your video and start.
Okay, thank you, Pradeep sir. Dear friends, a very good evening. I'm Dr. Renuka Kumar, Academic Consultant, Department of Social Work, Directorate of Distance and Continuing Education, Utkal University, Odisha. I welcome you all to the valedictory function of Gyanalok Saturday Lecture Series 1 and 2 on how to develop a research proposal for postgraduate level dissertation and social development issues and role of development professionals jointly organized by Gyanalok Trust and Department of Social Work, DDCE, Utkal University, Odisha. Today we have with us all the distinguished speakers of Lecture Series 1 and 2. The speakers of Lecture Series 1 and 2 who have delivered on different topics are Professor Asutosh Pradhan, Central University of Himachal Pradesh, Dr. Gangotri Das, IPSOS Research Private Limited, Bangalore, Karnataka, Professor Sanjay Bhatt, former professor, University of Delhi, Professor Bipin Jojo, TIS Mumbai, Mr. Harikrishnan, Medway Council, United Kingdom, Dr. Manoj Patnaik, Tetra Tech, ARD India, Ms. Sneha Manjari Mishra, Secretary, AINA, Odisha, Dr. Sunil Kumar Mosala, former Deputy Director, NISD, Government of India, Dr. Ashif Safi, TIFA, JSIPL India, Ms. Ava Misra, Head UNDP Odisha, Mr. Dharmendra Patel, Master Trainer, DSSES, India, Mr. Pratap Chandra Behera, Assistant Professor, University of Delhi, Dr. Lakshmana G, Associate Professor, Central University of Karnataka, Mr. Gaurisankar Mishra, President, OPSA, Odisha, Mr. Bibhuti Bhushan Garnaik, UNDM Team Officer, UNDP, Randa, Dr. Rambabu Bocha, Assistant Professor, RGNIYD, Government of India, Dr. Simanchal Ranjit, Advocate, High Court, Odisha, Dr. Chittaranjan Subbuddhi, Assistant Professor, Central University, Tamil Nadu, Ms. R. Chandramaulika, MEL Manager, TIFA, JSIPL India, Dr. Sanjay Kumar Pradhan, Rights, Government of India, Mr. Suchit Ranjan Singh, Development Professional, Odisha. On behalf of Gyanalok Trust, Department of Social Work, DDC, Utkal University, and all participants present in today's program, I welcome all our distinguished speakers and request Professor Sanjay Bhatt, Professor, University of Delhi, to chair the session. Over to you, sir. Sir, you are muted, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Renuka. It's my privilege to chair this session, and on behalf of all the resource persons and Gyanlok, I welcome all the viewers, those who are participating in this Saturday lecture series. Uh, Gyanlok means the light of knowledge, and knowledge is supreme. It is more important than anything else. It is more important than wealth. It is more important than any position or power. Knowledge is so Gyanalok is spreading the knowledge, and I'm really very happy to be part of this series for 3 months, I believe, 4 months, more than
5 months, sir.
23 lectures.
Yes.
5 months. There are the more than 23 lectures. I have joined few lectures, and I really enjoyed the content of the lectures and simplicity and the way they have explained. So it was wonderful to be part of this series, and today is the culmination day. And in normal parlance, it's called valedictory address, valedictory session. So it is a valediction. And I will say that today should be the commitment day, that you have fulfilled one bigger commitment, running program for 5 months without break every Saturday. And now from here, what new commitment Gyanalok will do, that I have to see. So friends, I am really very happy, and I must congratulate to the Pradeep Shahu and Astos Pradhan and many others organizers, those who have done this job. And today everybody will be, speaking and giving their feedback. So I welcome all of you, and I open this valedictory session for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Is the slide visible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir,
Uh, Dear all, a very good evening.
You have to open the PPT, then connect it. First you say open it on the computer and then share it.
I think it is visible now.
Yes,
Is it
yes.
visible?
yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, it is visible.
This is visible. And I have to say one more word. I think that in the social work history, this would have been longest series. In last 2-3 decades, I have never seen such a long series of lectures where you have more than 23, 24 speakers speaking for 5 months continuously. So this is the
Thank you
another
so much.
what this series have done.
Thank you, sir. Actually, it is we are inspired by you only. Actually, we can see your commitment and hard work in in this time. So it gives us a inspiration to actually work on more. Okay, dear all, very good evening to all. I will not take much time. Only 10 minutes I will take, I think, to summarize the entire lecture series 1 and 2. This is basically, this lecture series started by Gyanalok in collaboration with Department of Social Work, Directorate of Distance and Continuing Education, Utkal University, Odisha. So Gyanalok as a mission, it started in 2014, and very recently we have registered under Indian Trust Act in March 3rd March 2023. Till date we have no completed Indian Trust registration 12A, 12AA, NGO Darpan, and ATG registration is in process. And we are subsequently we will also fulfill other legal formalities. For this, Dr. Simanchal, I must thank and congratulate Dr. Simanchal Ranjit. He is not only a legal advisor for us, he has been continuously supporting us in terms of any kind of legal support. So basic aim of Gyanalok is the mission and vision of Gyanalok is basically to empower the society through knowledge and education. on that actually we are focusing on educate to improve the quality of education at different layers or different levels, and Saturday lecture series is a part of that. Apart from that, we are also doing other things, other activities in different in school and colleges for education. So coming to the activities of Gyanalok, basically, we are our the from the beginning in 2014 with the objective we started, that was basically to provide financial support to the needy scholars. And in our locality, basically, we 3 people started in Bhadrak, Khordha, and Nayagad districts of Odisha. Until date, we have now supported 44 students, and this year we have supported 4 students for their higher education, college education. We bear the entire uh, educational fees of all the 44 students in last 9 years. And out of that, 29 students are girl and 9 students are from scheduled caste and scheduled tribe communities. Then career counseling is another activities of Gyanalok, and till date we have completed 21 career counseling program in different schools under our intervention area. Then education awareness competition, organization of different academic competition and giving prize, that is also one of the activity of Gyanalok, and basically we do it in order to enhance the quality of education from the grassroots. And over 40 education awareness for the students and their guardians we have conducted in the last 9 years, and around 800 students have been given their given prize by conducting different competitions like quiz, GK, essay, all these things. We also promote different cultural activities for education empowerment, and this is basically government of Odisha, government of India, they are also doing. We are also working in the align with that. Then apart from education, we also little bit focus on health and environment. 2 health camp and 1 blood donation camp, 1 yoga camp we have organized, and other activities like plantation activities and virtual lecture series, which is getting momentum nowadays. That is also part of our activities. Broadly, this is all the activities of Gyanalok we have been doing since last 9 years, 2014 onwards. So coming to the particular this lecture series, the validation of 2 lecture series, virtual lecture series 1, that was organized in the month of February on how to develop a research proposal for the postgraduate level dissertation. That was the beginning of a Saturday lecture series of Gyanalok, and I must thank Professor Ashutosh Pradhan, who not only deliver on that the first lecture, but also he's the brain behind this idea, and we together had discussion, and slowly this lecture series is going ahead. In the first lecture series, we had 3 lectures, and Professor Ashutosh Pradhan and Dr. Gangotri Das. She is also one of my friend. They basically taught about how to develop a research proposal, and Gangotri told about how to develop a story after getting data. So together we have completed 22 lectures, including 1 and 2. First one is 3 and second one is 19 lectures. And many eminent speakers have delivered their lecture in two series. And if you go to the statistics, since we have we had actually registration process in Google form, we can able to capture the data, basic data of all the participants, those who have registered for participation. So coming to the speakers, we have 21 eminent speakers from 8 states like Odisha, Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka, Delhi, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, and Tamil Nadu, and 2 speakers from outside India. That is one from United Kingdom, another from East Africa, who have also delivered in this lecture series. Then coming to the participants, total 443 participants from 19 states and 3 union territories have registered. And it is surprising for all of us that we could able to reach 19 states through this lecture series. Then coming to the lecture 2, that was basically for social development issues and the role of development professionals. That was inaugurated by Honorable Professor of Delhi University. Formerly, he was a professor of Delhi University, and the Honorable Chair of today's session, Professor Sanjay Bhatt sir, who basically talk on social work in India, what needs to be done to establish the profession. Then another eminent professor delivered in the second series, Professor Bipin Jojo, which basically who is a professor of TISS, and also he has additional charge of Dean, School of Social Science. He basically talked about tribal and social work in India. Then the one speaker from United Kingdom, Mr. Harikishan, talked about transnational social work. Then Dr. Manoj Patnaik, who is currently working with Tetra Tech ARD India, he talked about INGOs in promotion of professional social work in India. Then Miss Abha Misra, which who does not need any identity or recognition in Odisha, I can say. He's a veteran in Odisha, and he is the secretary of AINA NGO, who is doing marvelous job in the field of development. He talked about disability. Sneha Manjari Misra, who talked about disability issues and the role of professional social worker. Then Dr. Sunil Kumar Mosala, who delivered the 6th lecture, formerly Deputy Director of National Institute of Social Defense, Government of India. He talked about basically drug addiction and the NGO sector in India. Then Dr. Asif Safi, who is currently working with under TIFA project of John Snow India Private Limited. He talked about introduction to National TB Elimination Program in India. Then Ms. Abha Misra, who is currently head of the office United Nations Development Program of Odisha, she talked about Sustainable Development Goal Agenda 2030 in India and the role of development professionals to achieve the goal. Then Mr. Dharmendra Patel talked about introduction to HIV and AIDS, role of social worker to achieve the targeted goal. Then Mr. Pratap Chandra Behera, an assistant professor from University of Delhi, talked about process of a community organization and social action by social worker as a change agent in India. Then our lecture 11 was delivered by Dr. Lakshman Ji, Associate Professor, Central University of Karnataka. Currently, he is an Associate Professor in University of Delhi. Talked about psychiatric social work. Then Mr. Gauri Shankar Misra, who is currently serving as the President of Odisha Professional Social Workers Association, Odisha, talked about human rights to water sanitation in Odisha. Then another international speaker, Mr. Vibhuti Bhushan Gandnaik, who is currently working as UNDM team officer, UNDP Rwanda, East Africa, basically talked about opportunity in social development sector, essential professional skills and competencies. Then Dr. Rambabu Bocha, who is currently working as an assistant professor, RGND, Government of India, talked on participatory rapid appraisal, applications and techniques. Then Dr. Simachal Ranjit, who is currently working as an advocate, High Court of Odisha, talked on social policy and legislation in India, role of social work practitioners to achieve the goal. Then lecture 16 was delivered by Dr. Chitaranjan Subiti, who is an assistant professor, Central University of Tamil Nadu. Basically talked on history and growth of psychiatric social work as a profession in India, UK and USA. Then lecture 17 was delivered by Ms. R. Chandramolika, who is currently working as a MLA manager, TIFA JSPL India project. She basically delivered on skill development and preparing CV for internship and job. Then Dr. Sanjay Kumar Pradhan, RITS, Government of India, delivered on social impact assessment and management for infrastructure development project in India. And our last but not least, the last lecture of the second lecture series was delivered by Mr. Sujit Ranjan Singh, uh, who is basically a development professional of Odisha, delivered on urbanization and climate change. So this is all about the first and second lecture series. Then coming to the immediate what Sanjay sir told, actually the commitment for the uh, uh, time to come. We are basically, as you all know, we are going to celebrate our National Social Work Week in 2023 in August, from August 15 to 21. And the Gyanalok has, in collaboration with NAPSI, Utkal University and Kalahandi University, has prepared one field level activities and 3 lecture. And that lecture will be basically delivered by our today's chairperson of the session, Professor Sanjay Bhatt, and Vice Chancellor of Kalahandi University, Professor Sanjay Kumar Satpathy, and Secretary of NAPSI, Professor Ankur Saxena. They will be delivering on 3 vital issues related to social work and social workers of India. That will be basically delivered on 19th, 20th, and 21st of August to celebrate Social Work Week of India 2023. Then another program we have also planned, that is basically a field-based program and social work intervention in school. That will be celebrated in Government Primary School, Nilatir Bihar, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. And on that day, we'll basically organize different sensitize and awareness program and counseling program in the school, and will distribute study materials to the students, and will organize different academic competition and give prize to the students. That is the plan for the field-based activities on 19th Saturday of August this month. Then we are also in the process of planning third lecture series, third Saturday lecture series. And very soon we will also circulate the program and all these things for that. And this is some of the activities of the Gyanalok. You can see we have conducted it in the past few years. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir. Actually, this now we have to know. Sir, can you do you have the program agenda? Sir, you are muted. Can you please unmute and?
Yes, Pradeep.
Sir, have you the agenda? I circulated with you.
Yeah, we have to release the book.
Yeah.
Abstract book.
Actually, what to do? I am unable to know. I have the abstract books, but I am unable to switch on my video.
No issues. These are technical issues. But let me tell my viewers and to my friends. I can see there are a lot of my friends in this gathering. Professor Bipin Jojo, Astos Pradhan, and so I'm privileged. They have opened their camera, so I can see their faces, right? So this incident tell you one lesson, that you should open your video, okay? Deep is not able to open the abstract book which he has prepared. In fact, this is the first time I have seen the very serious organizational capacity of Pradeep. Pradeep has not only kept us informed about the program, he used to send the PPT given by the resource person and shared the PPT. So in one sense, he has created a lot of literature for the students and social work professionals and student development professionals. And he has an idea of unveiling the abstract book, which by some technical reason he is not able to do it. but let us accept this technical difficulty, and I open this, inaugurate this book,
Sir,
also unveil, and this is wonderful. I can see also the Bhatt Iqbal, who's from the Central University of Jammu, right? So he was
sir,
seriously thinking
can I
something
just
about the book.
share the sir? Can I share the preview of the no books in a slide? This is the
Yeah, yeah,
preview.
yeah. You whatever you
Yes,
have.
yes.
Uh, yes, yes.
This is the no back and front and back cover, and book is with me.
Very good. Let's clap for the Pradeep. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Pradeep. Thank you. This is a good resource. And if you will send me a copy, so we will post it onto the NAPSB website also for the
Sure,
display.
sure, sir, sure.
Thank you. Congrats, Pradeep. And Gyanalok team, the entire team, and also the advisors. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, sir, we'll go for sharing of experience by our speaker. I can call the name.
Yes. This is all this. We have to have the 5 minutes time for each speaker, and
Okay.
we invite Professor Ashutosh Pradhan, Central University of Himachal Pradesh, and after that we will request Dr. Gangotri Das, and then Professor Bipin Jojo, and then after that Mr. Harikishan. So I have read the 4 names just to save the time. So we'll welcome the Professor Ashutosh Pradhan.
Okay, sir. Namaskar to all of you. I'm sure I'm audible. It's indeed a wonderful occasion to have some of the great luminaries of social work, both from academics and also from the field of practice. And all have contributed a lot to this profession, not only at the state level, but also at the national and the global level. And this journey started with simple chit chats with Pradeep. And he was very enthusiastic in organizing some academic programs. COVID taught us how to virtually meet and also be together, networked together. So this is a great opportunity to be together and also share our views, our ideas, and the vision that we have for the future with a zeal and a missionary spirit. So this lecture series, I'm sure Pradeep would be continuing because it has benefited so many scholars, students, professionals, and not only within the state of Odisha, but also across the country. Though still it is a secret, but I would try to reveal the secret that yesterday we were talking about why not creating history. Not in a sense of creating history, but recording history. The various departments of social work across the country have contributed a lot for the growth of social work profession. And I think before we leave this earth, history should be recorded. If we do not do it now, then it may not be possible, maybe in the next 2 decades. So we were thinking that why not record history, starting from Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Delhi School of Social Work, University of Lucknow, then Udaipur School of Social Work, Madras School of Social Work. Why not record the history, the growth of social work education in this country? Because you will find a lot of literature about how social work as a professional discipline grew across the globe. Of course, a lot of articles have been written on these, but if we develop a sort of a compendium, it could be a sort of an encyclopedia. So this was the latest which I had proposed to Pradeep. I'm sure he appreciated this idea. Maybe we'll be planning this for the future. I'm extremely thankful to Pradeep because he has put in all the hard labor, and his team has they have put in all the hard labor. I had doubts in my mind because it is not so easy every Saturday to organize a lecture series, to continuously organize the lectures, and it's a tough job. So I used to raise doubts as to if somebody is indisposed, how do you continue it? So he somehow did a great job in keeping the momentum. And also, as Professor Bhatt has already mentioned, that by the end of the second day, everything is uploaded on the website, and it is available for anybody who would wish to listen to the recordings of each of the lecture. So from my side, congratulations, Pradeep, for doing a marvelous job. And as Professor Bhatt, because he is evidence that such type of initiative uh, uh, which Pradeep has undertaken and his team has undertaken, it is unparalleled. And I'm sure this will set a trend for the future also for other professionals to do similar such activities, both virtually and also in offline mode. And I'm extremely thankful to all the participants who I have also not attended many of the lectures because of my own engagements. But he has been on the job day in and day out. Thanks to all the participants who have contributed to this exercise, who have attended most of the lectures and given the feedback also. Thanks to all the professionals who delivered lectures. At a personal level, I am thanking each one of you because I know one and all, and from deep within my heart, my congratulations to each one of you because you have contributed to this great series, both 1 and 2. Thank you.
Thank you, Astos. Can I call Dr. Gangotri Das?
Sir, with your permission, now my video is on. Can I just show the books?
You have to,
Yeah,
you have
please,
to seek
Pradeep.
permission of Gangotri, not me.
Yeah,
I will
yeah,
write it
Pradeep, you can please go ahead. I will just take
Yes,
1 minute.
this is the book actually we have to know.
Yeah. Great.
Very good.
Good.
Very appreciative. Very nice effort.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you, sir.
Gangotri.
Thank you for, thank you, sir. Yeah, this is, thank you, Pradeep, for this platform and creating this and kind of keeping it for this long time. And of course, like you have reached out to all, and this is one of the like your complete dedication, which is so like today all of us are here and kind of celebrating this. As a researcher, it is always a pleasure to kind of like share what we learn in the field, what we learn through our kind of like our personal experiences and our professional experiences. So that platform is something like I really missed after my kind of PhD, like communicating with the students, which is after 5 years I could get a chance to communicate with the students. So that was really beautiful and encouraging for me. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for coming to this platform and kind of sharing your experiences as well. Thank you. Yeah, you can ask the next participant to join.
To dear friend Professor Bipin Jojo.
Good evening, everyone. It is indeed nice to see very dear friends, colleagues from the academia and the social work profession. Uh, First of all, I would like to congratulate Pradeep and his whole Gyanalok team and the collaborators to initiate and complete it persistently for five months to organize a 3 days or 5 days program or even 1 day's webinar or online program. It takes us so much of effort, so much of energy, and so much of planning. But Pradeep and his team has been able to continuously run this Saturday evening for 5 months uninterruptedly. It is indeed a great achievement, a great accomplishment for the team, and also has shown that with the COVID, I think something like this has happened, and we have seen for the exchange of ideas, sharing of our thoughts, listening to each other from various walks of life or various places. And Gyanalok has been able to bring in all these various people and uh, allow or create an opportunity to share different kind of experiences from different aspects of our social work education and social work profession. So it is a history that something very innovative work can be done, and the kind of repository you have created with the recordings of all these lectures of last 5 months uh, yeah, probably one can do bit of editing of each of the Saturday's lectures, but I think this is going to be a great repository of knowledge. We have been talking about recreating or indigenizing or creating our own social work literature, social work knowledge. Unfortunately, most of us, except few like Professor Bhatt and few others, who have been continuously able to write despite having several PG responsibilities, we have, despite our willingness, we have not been able to document it. And many times when we say documentation, we usually think of writing and documenting. But I think today, even these audios and the videos have been very new, additional method of documenting the knowledge. And I think this Gyanalok lecture series has been able to do that. It is similar to what Professor Bhatt has created as his lectures and different experiences. That is another way of creating knowledge which has been going on. But very few examples or initiatives in the country we have, I think, other than the academic writings or documentation. This kind of video-based repositories, I think we hardly have. And so I see Professor Bhatt what has been doing, and probably what Gyanalok has created, this series. And so if you could do a bit of editing and probably create as part of your repository, it is going to be enormous value to the social work knowledge. So I thank you for involving me in this lecture series, though I was not able to join regularly, or rather very few occasions I could join. But I was able to check your messages every time that, okay, what is the talk? Who is speaking? What is the topic? At least I was checking that and see that various people are coming from different parts of the country, even abroad, have participated in this lecture series. So that is wonderful, great achievement, and you have shown the way that something we can do it despite the limitation of physical distance. Virtually, we can get into this virtual global lectures, virtual and global seminars and discussions. So I think this creates another level of opportunities, or gives us a challenge to create another opportunity, that what more we can do it. So I think we'll have to think of that, what more. We have run it for 5 months continuously, very successfully. Now what next? What more we can do it? I think that gives a challenge for all of us. And I wish you all the best, the team and everybody who was behind it. And I appreciate and I congratulate once again for the successfully running these 5 months lecture series. Thank you.
Sir quitted actually. Mr. Harikishan, no. Mr. Harikishan is he present? No, actually, yesterday I had also discussion with him. Probably he was busy. So next, Dr. Manoj Patnaik.
Hi.
Sir.
Good evening, namaskar, everyone. What do I say? I mean, just hats up to you, Pradeep and your team. And people have been talking about that, the kind of labor you have put in. And now the challenge is that how to continue, where to go. That we need to really find a way, because I know there is a need for resource to put in a team in place, coordinate with different people, identify different topics, and this something requires, I mean, some financial support, of course. And I don't know how are you placed to mobilize that, or if you need any kind of, assistance from all the team members available here, so that, we can find a way how we can really try to continue the effort that got started. I would like to suggest one or two points. I think I don't know whether we can do it or not. The one thing I found that, there are so many social work colleges even in Odisha. Many of them are not participating in this opportunity. There are, I mean, as everybody said, these are all eminent personalities and experts from different fields. They could spare their time to come and deliver a lecture. But our students, either they were not aware or they were not interested. I don't know. Or we haven't made adequate efforts to really bring them on board. But look at, they missed a kind of opportunity. But I mean, what is already gone, we can't really think of it. But henceforward, how to really strategize that these messages reach out to different colleges, schools and colleges, so that they would be participating. It doesn't require any cost. You don't have any fees to pay for participating in these lectures. But only thing is that how to really reach out to them, how to really make a kind of We will try to see that the social work colleges sponsors the lecturer. I mean, the sponsors the lecture. If they can do it, then the students will be forced or maybe, encouraged to really participate in this event. And second suggestion is that, try to identify the topics, because Professor Ashutosh, Professor Joseph, Professor Bhatt, and other, those who have been there in the academics, they would be able to tell you that, which are the topics where no adequate base materials and not base material, advanced materials are available, or the best practices are not available. So you have to do a kind of scoping exercise to find out that, and do a series of lecture on that, because doing one lecture on a particular subject, suppose somebody has missed the lecture to not join, or they want to really continue to learn on the particular subject. So in that case, you can have a specific, a series on a specific topic, maybe 5, 6 lecture or 10 lecture. Eventually, what the Professor Astos is saying that you can create a repository of knowledge on each and every sector that involves social work and social development. Similarly, those who are in practice, in the practice, we would be able to tell you that where the problem is there. Which are the topics we need to be focused so that the practitioners can gather more first-hand knowledge and also the advanced knowledge in this sector. That's something you'll have to figure it out. Maybe that's something how to do it, and I think you are better person to do it. If you need any help, we are there to really come up and provide some kind of directions. And I think that's all from my side. And we will be in touch and see that how things can be taken forward. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Actually, for your information, 2 things you have raised. Actually, for collaboration and more number of participation, we are trying to collaborate all the colleges. Actually, now we'll work more on that, and we are trying to collaborate more and more number of colleges. That will continue in future. Second thing regarding financial things, what you have highlighted, basically, no, it started out of our pocket, no expenditure, and slowly some well wishers are no contributing. This is basically running through crowdfund only. There is no project, nothing actually. Very recently we registered, only 6 months have passed. So in future we can think about the project and all these things, but currently it is no running through the support of the well wishers and our pocket. Thank you so much. So next, Miss Sneha Manjari Misra, madam, from Aina NGO. Madam, can you switch on your video? Yes.
Can you see me and can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Okay. So fine. So in that case, I'm not disabled at least. Thank you, Pradeep, and then a big congratulations to you and your team. I think this is a commendable job, and doing the lecture series for 5 consecutive months is not a joke. It's not a small task even. I think hats off to you and hats off to your conviction. And also thinking about putting all these things together and coming out with a booklet. That's like Bipin said, this is a huge depository of knowledge, and it will be really helpful for all the students. Those are there, and those are actually studying, and even for the research scholars, even for the people those are into practice. So I think that's definitely something which you have kind of satisfied the name of your trust, the Gyanalok. You have really given the kind of GAN, and that GAN has to be used by all the people. And I think the one thing I must admire, that Pradeep is a real person who kind of behind you till he gets his job done. Good, very good. And if you could manage to kind of push me to write, then I think you have done a big job. I'm not a tolerating person, and then again, when you are into the practice, you're taking out time for all. You've been able to manage that, so thank you so much for this. And what I was actually expecting is who are going to kind of access all this depository. So I'm sure you must have actually put up in the website or somewhere where people can access, because people may not have access to the physical booklets and all, but then if you have it in the website, that will be definitely good. And also I was thinking even in the website of OPSA, with the permission of the president, secretary, and all the office bearers. I think that also can be hosted over there, because that is again another area where all the professional social workers are supposed to come in and then give their views and all. So thank you, and my best wishes to you for your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, we will definitely upload it in our website. The soft copy will be available, and for all lectures, we have our YouTube channel, and it is available.
Great.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Then Dr. Sunil Kumar Musala sir, I don't know sir is present or not. Sunil sir, I think he is not present. Asif, Dr. Asif is also not present. He's sick, for which he could not attend. And my mentor, Dr. Miss Abha Mishra ma'am.
Thank you, Pradeep. Sorry, I can't switch on my video. I'm traveling to Paradip. So, but a huge congratulations to you and your team. I think, as everybody has said, it's wonderful to pull off for 5 months without disruption and decent, crowd puller. And as everybody has said, it's important that this knowledge created is shared with students, and however it can be. Congratulations for at least the abstract booklet which you have just shown to us. Thank you very much for inviting me, and all the best. What I would suggest, maybe as a next step, rather than bringing in experts to speak, maybe we can have a series where students speak, and we at least one or two lecturers could do a feedback to them later on, not on the open platform, but later on how did it go. So that also creates a lot of the student would be able to research, present the thoughts, and also get feedback to become a good speaker. Thank you so much. All the best to the team.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your encouragement. Actually, Abha madam is my supervisor currently, and she always actually encourage me for this and guide me for this. And if we could able to complete 5 months lecture series, your blessings is also there, ma'am, for which it could be successful and we could able to complete it. Thank you so much. Then next, Mr. Dharmendra Patel. Madam, do you want to say anything? Okay.
No, thank you so much.
Mr. Dharmendra Patel. Mr. Dharmendra Patel. Okay, then Mr. Pratap Chandra Behera, Assistant Professor from the University of Delhi. Pratap sir is also not present. Then Dr. Lakshman G, Associate Professor, Central University of Karnataka, and currently Associate Professor, Central University of Delhi. I think sir is available. Dr. Lakshman Ji, he was present. Actually, I don't know. Okay, Mr. Gauri Shankar Mishra, he is also not present, I think. Mr. Gauri Shankar Mishra, then Mr. Vibhuti Bhushan Gadnaik. Then Dr. Rambabu Bocha. Dr. Rambabu Bocha, not present. Then Dr. Simanchal Ranjit sir, my teacher and the legal advisor of Gyanalok. Over to you, sir. Please unmute, sir. You are muted.
Thank you, Pradeep, for this invitation. Honorable President of this meeting, Professor Sanjay Bhatt, Professor Asutosh Pradhan, Professor Bipin Jojo, Dr. Pradeep Kumar Sahu, the Chairman of Gyanalok Trust, and team, Dr. Renuka Kumar, Academic Consultant, DDCE, Utkal University, and other eminent speakers of this lecture series that continued for the last 5 months, and all the participants, ladies and gentlemen, in this that we have gathered to celebrate, in fact, one of the historical literature work that Professor Sanjay Bhatt in the introduction said that probably this is the longest series in the history of social work in India, whereby different persons, professionals, academics, practitioners came together to express themselves, their expertise, and contribute to the social work knowledge and literature in India. Before going into the entire details of it, since it is a matter of sharing my experiences about how it went, I would say that it was fantastic, educative, and also more contributive, especially to the student social worker, those who will probably trying to understand what is this profession is all about. When everybody is talking that if they contribute something to any welfare fund or charity organizations, terming themselves as social workers. Even the politicians, those who ask for votes, they also identify themselves as the social workers. In such situation, definitely this serious exercise for last 5 months has extended or spread this message. The chairman was telling that the number of states were part of this program, even in from the world, UK or African country, also were part of this program. Definitely, it has sent some kind of information and knowledge to the people or to the participants, especially that there is a profession called social work, and it has got its own unique identity. Of course, this series hereafter will be focusing on preserving, promoting the professional identity of this noble profession, which is very much required in the society, especially in solving the psychosocial problems, contributing to solving the economic problem of the country. Finally, to conclude with, I would congratulate to all the team of Gyanalok Trust and DDC, especially to the chairman, Dr. Pradeep Kumar Sahu and Dr. Renuka Kumar, because of their coordination, partnership, or collaboration. They were able to organize such a big program in such a magnitude where so many people, so many experts, eminent persons came together to discuss on the topics that was very much important to each one of the persons, those who are in the fields of social work, practicing therein, also in the academic institution, teaching social work and doing research. Also, I thank you and then appreciate the contribution of Professor Asutosh Pradhan. Definitely seeing the organization of this program, I see the brain behind it. Definitely he is the one of the frontliner contribution to this, the quality, the quantity, the fineness, the spirit, and especially the professionalism in organizing such an academic program definitely speaks volumes about the man behind the show. And I definitely appreciate and congratulate Professor Asutosh Pradhan for keeping an eye on this and constantly advising Dr. Pradeep Kumar to bring this program to a grand success, I would say. My 2-3 suggestion would be for the way forward that the team should look at some case studies only through the case studies you can build the identity. Case study of social work, how it has contributed to the field, how it sounds well that it is a problem solving profession, but how it has solved the problems. What are the case studies you are going to present? And then how you have contributed to the social work knowledge. So these are the areas where thought must be, a serious thought must be given, where we have number of case studies relating to. Am I audible, Pradeep?
Yeah.
Something happened with me. Just 1 second, I'll say and conclude myself. Are you able to hear me?
No, yes, sir.
Yes.
Very much.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So this would be my, again, I reiterate that case studies are very, very important for any profession. You see the MBS and the other professionals, they document their works and they present as their case studies to gain the professional identity, which is very much required for social work in India. And also you should also think about how more number of the convergence or synergy is brought between the academicians, academic practitioners, researchers, and also the field workers or the social work practitioners in the field of maybe different areas, women, children, and some of us are practicing in the court of law. How all this can be brought together to highlight that the profession is helping the helping the people or contributing to the society. At the end, definitely it will be getting a social status or social recognition or a professional identity. I think on this also Gyanalok has the potentialities, since it is committed for some good work for social work education, social work practice. Therefore, it also should be thinking about it. Besides other academic literature gathering, also the helping the students to learn social work, practice social work, maybe providing materials to the development workers. Besides that, these are the areas the Gyanalok should take up as a responsibility to enhance the professional status or social identity or professional identity of social work profession in India. I thank you very much, Pradeep. Again, Dr. Renuka and the whole team of this organizing this program. In my valedictory address, I again thank you for calling me to speak on something about social policy and social legislation. And definitely I will be waiting I will be waiting ahead to see what Gyanalok can do the best possible for changing the society as it looks to through the medium of wisdom and knowledge. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, sir. We need your constant support in terms of legal advice, and that is one of the major thing we need at this time. Through this, we can assure that we'll definitely together grow. Next, Dr. Chitaranjan Subudhi. Dr. Chitaranjan Subudhi is also not present. Then Miss R. Chandramolika.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, when mentors, guides, and the torchbearers of social work profession are speaking ahead of us, it's better for a student social work practitioners like me to speak less and listen more. I just want to express my gratitude to the team for having me here, for involving me in such a noble movement. I would rather term it as in part of documenting, creating a good document, a series of lecture series for social work practice. And that's it. Thank you. Thanks to everyone. Over.
Thank you, Molika. She is not only a speaker for this lecture series, she has contributed in a multiple way for this lecture series. And thank you. And we need your cooperation and support in future for the growth of Gyanalok. Thank you. Then Dr. Sanjay Kumar Pradhan, probably Sanjay sir is also not present. Dr. Sanjay Kumar Pradhan is not present. Then Mr. Suchit Ranjan Singh, our last speaker of the second series, Mr. Suchit Ranjan Singh, he is also, I think, he's not present. Okay. Sanjay sir, can you hear me, sir? No. Actually, as per the agenda, actually,
He's not there. He has already left.
Okay. As per the agenda, 2, 3. Now the floor.
He messaged me, Ashutosh, that he is not able to connect.
Yeah.
Okay. The participants, the audience, actually, now they are open to share their idea. I request the participants, please. Yes, Pratima Patnaik. Pratima,
Yes,
can you switch on your video if possible?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't switch on the video.
Okay, no
Video I
problem.
can-
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
Good evening, Pradeep sir. Good evening, Renuka ma'am, and good evening everyone who is attending this valedictory function. My name is Pratima Patnaik. I'm doing Mr. in DDCE, and recently I've got selected by HSBC as a data analyst. As you know, we all have gathered today for this function. First of all, I would say thank you very much, Pradeep sir. Because of you only, we got this opportunity to attend this precious virtual workshop, by which we got acquainted with many experienced professionals and also acquainted with their experience. Many more things we have learned from them, which are very useful for the knowledge and for further study. So thank you very much, sir. And apart from this, I want to say something about Pradeep sir. Sir, as I've already told you, the last semester was very pathetic without Renuka ma'am's lecture. But that time I wanted Pradeep sir leave a class and Renuka ma'am take a class. But that time had Pradeep sir left a class, we would have definitely lost something very precious like diamond. That means after receiving his lecture, I felt as if he's a diamond in the academic sector. That means the way he was delivering lecture was excellent, for which I decided in case I got the opportunity to work as a professor, then I'll definitely follow the way he does. Definitely, sir. I mean it, sir. And but sir, we got only 1/4 of this diamond, so we need because of the short duration of the class, that was only 5 days. So we need more from you now. So you are requested to let yourself and Renuka ma'am to share your experience during the third lecture series, as the speakers have been doing it, sir. We'll be grateful to you, sir, definitely. And apart from this, something is one more thing I must say, which can be ignored. Someone is there who has also great contribution in this series. I'm talking about Mr. Ratnakar Sahu, the admin of this group. That means when you started this workshop, most of the participants didn't know how much this workshop is useful for us. That time he started consistently motivating the participants to join this workshop, and the way he was participating is really very appreciable. And the participant also obeyed him and participated. He's very patient and he's a good motivator. He has also done a great job in this series, though. And anyway, sir, I will definitely miss you and Miss Renuka ma'am and all of my friends after this series. And I will wait for the third series, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pratima. I also request other participants. They can also share their experience.
Hi, good evening, all. Can you hear me?
Yes, Silly Dalai. Yes, can you switch on your video if possible?
Yeah, I can. Yes. So, hi, good
Yes.
evening, everyone. So it's a nice, very good learning session. Like we got from, I really give thankful to Gyanalok Trust and Pradeep Sahu sir. He's like continuously 6 month training he's conducting, and with many resource person, we got so many insight from this training. Like as a social work practitioner, I'm working in Bangalore as in skill development sector, but we got many is like regards to climate change, regard to new policy, with regard to research, and with regard to health. Many practitioners we got so many insight on that. I am real thankful all the resource person. Thank you very much.
Okay. But thank you, Silly, for your yes.
Good evening, sir.
Josna Das, yes.
Sir, it's like we are the series was like a hot cake. It means I'm having all the ingredient. I know how to make it, but I could not make it because of lack of certain skill. Those skill development occurred through this. So it was simply awesome. Thank you, sir. And I'm really looking forward for many such series of sessions that will come forward. Thank you, sir. And
Thank
my
you.
heartfelt thanks to every speaker, because I haven't left any of the series. One of the series I left only half because I was traveling and I could not catch it up. Otherwise, and I will surely say that there's not a single series from where there's no home taking. So I grew abundantly because of this series of lectures. Thank you to everybody.
Thank you. Yes, Silly, do you want to say anything?
Actually, we want some more series if it is regarding like we could learn on LFA and RBM based training. That will be more helpful when we are studying in MSW. It's more on theoretical base, but when you are coming to the practical field, but all this is required. If you and team can be given on training on how to do RBM based reporting, do LFA logical frame analysis, all that will be very much helpful to all the students and all practitioners. MSW, yes, good. Like some part is methods is there, but when you are coming to the NGO field, many things is not coming. So if that training is given, that will very much thankful all the OPSW, that group and Gyanalok. Thank you.
Thank you. Then Bhat Iqbal from Central University of Jammu. Yes. Mr. Iqbal, can you please unmute yourself? And
good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I teach at Department of Social Work, Central University of Jammu. I think Professor Ashutosh Pradhan knows me. Thank you so much, Professor Ashutosh, for sending this link that time in the group, and somehow I got connected to it. I personally congratulate the Gyanalok team and Pradeep Sahu and everyone who are part of this initiative. I just wanted to, since I didn't attend all the lecture series, I must admit it, but I did happen to attend, I think, 7-8 lectures, which I find very, very, I think, informative, very good in terms of content and other things. I just have a suggestion. If you could find it convenient for your team, you may, I think, take it, or you may keep it for future of your engagements. And the suggestion is that I wanted that if you could put your series on a certain specific things rather than like putting many things together. Like I just wanted, for example, if you are starting Saturday lecture series 3rd, let us say 7 or 8 continuous Saturday lectures on one aspect. Let us say fieldwork. Then let us take then another 4 or 5 lectures, maybe on any other PRA, PLA, or any other aspect, maybe say case work or community work or any other aspect. I think that would help in 2 ways. One, Some people are quite interested, let us say, in one topic, so they will continuously attend those 6-7 lectures and they will get strongly benefited by it. Somebody may not be interested in community work, he will not attend, or she will, or they will not attend those 4-5 lectures. So that is one aspect. And second, it will generate a lot of pool in terms of our content. So those 6-7 lectures may be then kind of compiled and brought out the way you have brought out an abstract book. So those 6-7 lectures can be brought out as a module which can be used by like professional students across the country, because you are already putting a lot of hard work in it. So that was something I had in my mind. So I thought I will share with you. Rest, I appreciate and acknowledge your hard work, and all those bringing all those resource persons together is not an easy task in current times, because when you are doing those lectures at 6 in the night, it's not so easy. Even for the, I say, speakers and also the team and other people, but you have managed it well. My appreciations and acknowledgement. I salute you from this further part of the country. So good luck to you, and I hope we will keep connecting further in all your endeavors, and my best wishes to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Iqbal. Actually, we have plan of like specializing the theme-based, organizing theme-based lecture now, and again highlighting the demand. We must thank you for highlighting the demand, and in the same way.
Pradeep, just a sentence to what Professor Bhatt said. Professor that one paper or one series of it. For example, the community organization he talked about, or maybe social casework he talked about the area, and how a social worker has practiced that. If you add that presentation or series to the theory and practice both together in a series, that will be more helpful for the students and the practitioners. Also, that will be a very good and solid material for social work education in India.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir. Any other participant who want to share anything? Aditi is a regular participant. Aditi, do you want to share anything? In Hindi you can share, no problem. Okay, I think now no more sharing, nothing. Oh, okay. So
good evening.
Now I request, yes.
Pradeep sir, can I, if you all allow me for 2 seconds only?
Yeah. You are also a regular participant. Actually, since you are not saying anything, I thought you don't want to share anything.
No, it's not like that actually. First of all, very good evening to all of you. Namaskar. I mean, it's been a pleasure to have such type of classes and such type of mentors, such type of study material, such type of knowledge. I mean, with any student, any eminent like experienced person. Like I can talk about my own individual case. Like I have been working in the banking industry since last more than 20 years. So after that, I joined these MSW classes. So out of these corporate experience and all, I always take the life is always either rule based or decision based. So social work is the one thing that few parties rule based and most of the parties decision based, as Mr. Dr. Simanchal sir already elaborated the thing. If you can add the case studies on that, it is going to help a lot to the students on that. So that case study is nothing just for me. If I am not wrong, it is just a decision based. If you what you have experienced, that you are going to share with the students or anybody, so that they can read it and visualize it and memorize it things. So in that way, like already you have already covered like news, north, east, west, and south. Mr. Iqbal, Dr. He is from Central University, Jammu, representing the northern part, and there are few eminent speakers also from Delhi, and now Professor Ashutosh Pradhan. I have been, in this 5 months lecture series, I have been grown up kind of thing to looking at him. Since the day one to in that last session also. So thank you so much, sir, for your guidance to the, to the whole world is watching now, I can say. Anybody can watch, like you have already covered South Africa and UK. We have learned a lot of things on that, not only education, experience, also academic and social work, and how the eminent speakers have been prepared their presentation and the way they present in front of students. That is also a learning from learning for a student. Like still, as I have been working in more than 20 years, still I am learning on that, how to present. In banking, as I have been working in that 0 to 9, since I'm a commerce graduate, I always called as I have been in the 0 to 9 experience on that. I don't have any further beyond that. But watching this series also in my offices also, because due to some restrictions, I was not able to say anything on that, the lecture series. Few things which where I can say something in my cabin and all. But salute to you, sir, because if you gather one person in your family and outside the family, it is very difficult to make them convinced that okay, you should be there in 6:30 to 8 o'clock in the time, and that too in Saturday. That, sir, salute to you, and it's a great job actually. It's not easy actually. Somebody can imagine that, but when we are going to write it down in the pen and paper and execute that and continuously sustainability on that, that is the most very critical, and it is really hats up to you, sir. And a lot of people already experienced, they have already told all these things. Simanchal sir already, he's the legal advisor, as you have mentioned, and that he has already given a lot of area of focus. And not only him, but all other people also, they have given a lot of focus area. So I don't want to gather on. So just wanted to waiting for the third series, looking forward that. I hope I can get a link on that if you not debarred or deprive me from that learning. Just joking on that part. Second thing is that the most important things, sir, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for creating such type of pool, such type of data, such type of, hub in digitally. We have a lot of thing in our memorize and all these things. So putting that in one digital way and circulating that and giving that path to whole world to learn on that, it is tremendous. It is beautiful. That that's all I can say. Thank you so much. Namaskar, all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Actually, the special series is coming very soon.
Dr.
Sir?
Pradeep, Professor Bipin can take over as the chair.
Yes.
In the absence of Professor Sanjay Bhatt.
So now actually, sir, we are towards the end. Actually, only vote of thanks.
Professor,
he will.
Dr. Pradeep, just a second for.
Yes, sir. Sanjay sir.
1899.
What
If
sir?
you could introduce.
What sir has joined?
1890. Professor, sorry, name is 1899. What is your name? Could you tell me your name, please? I would like to address you.
Extremely sorry. I've been joined from my office. My name is Ramakant Sahu. I'm a MSW final year
Okay,
student.
Mr. Ramakant.
By education, I'm
Yeah,
a CWA.
Okay, Mr.
Yes, please.
Ramakant. Actually, I got an idea just to suggest to the persons of members present here. Why don't you make a structural effort to this? For example, you make a team of Professor Ashutosh Pradhan and Professor Iqbal Bhatt and the other Professor Bipin Jojo, whereby you can make a social. You maybe online sit together and have a conference among yourselves and decide the topics. How you can make the balance. One is the academic part, another part is your implement practical. both theory and practice are addressed through this platform. The brain, the engine to take forward the literature work or anything. Individual will be very, very hectic work. And to maintain the quality and quantity of the works ahead and the amount of exercise to be done in the future, I think a teamwork would be very good. You can make a structure, taking all the professors and anybody you feel like to be part of this team. Even Dr. Gangotri also is there, who is a practitioner researcher. Dr. Ms. Maulika is also there, young people. So taking into all of them, make a committee or maybe a development team so that it will be more refined and more focused, and also it will enhance the quality of the series maybe you will be planning hereafter.
Okay. Definitely we'll discuss about it, and when we'll finalize the next series, we'll think about it and plan accordingly. And for the knowledge of all participants, actually we have, as I have already told, actually there is a special series on 19th, 20th, and 21st, which will be delivered by Professor Sanjay Bhatt, Professor Ankur Saxena, and Professor Sanjay Kumar Satpathy, the Vice Chancellor of Kalahandi University, on the web of National Social Work Week 2023. Now, what's our again? I think he's disconnected. So just a few lines I have to share, and after that I would like to request my colleague, my friend, Mr. Panchanan Pasayat, to give vote of thanks. Actually, many people told actually only congratulated me and thanked me. Actually, this is not me. This is a team. Actually, maybe I am always coming to the forefront for which people can see me, but it is not possible to actually do such a number of job by a single person. And that is a dedicated team, those who are working to make this series successful. And personally, I may not take all the names, and personally I can thank Mr. Panchanan Pasayat, Mr. Arun Kumar Maharana, Aditi Jana, many people are there, Maulika, and most importantly, Dr. Erunka Kumar, who is the I can say the brain and heart of this program. And I have seen his contribution, his dedication to make this program successful. I especially thank her for her contribution and sincerity for this. Now I request Panchanan Pasayat, one of the trustee.
Sorry, Pradeep, sorry. What Professor Ashutosh suggested is Professor Bipin Jojo you can request Professor Bipin Jojo to make a presidential address. Thereafter, you can go for vote of thanks. Okay. That would be proper.
Okay. Yes, sir. Bipin sir, I request you, please, since Sanjay sir is not present, you can deliver the presidential address, and after that we will deliver the vote of thanks.
Okay. Yeah, I have to do this honor on behalf of Professor Sanjay Bhatt. Now this is indeed a wonderful journey. I think we have seen in and connect academicians and practitioners from different parts of the world. And with this global village, I think networking and connecting each other is the main practice of any kind of engagement in any profession. So I think this has been able to connect us. So it needs to be appreciated, the wonderful work, wonderful contribution it has generated. And let us all connect each other and see that how this journey which has been created by this 5 month's lecture series, what we have seen. Let us look forward to do little bigger, little more, and probably based on our experiences, we can see that how best we can support each other in terms of our intellectual stimulations, intellectual professional challenges through this lecture series and other modes of engagement. I think this has given us, many of us, and hope that yes, something like this can be done. And that is also given way out that we can share, we can connect, I can learn from each other. So let us move ahead, let us carry on this initiative. And I'm sure this small initiative can take us through a long way. So with this, I thank everybody behind this event and all the key persons, resource persons who came and spoke in this event, and also the listeners, participants who were part and parcel and an important part of this series and today's evening. With this, I thank everyone, and over to Dr. Pradeep. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your constant support and cooperation. Definitely what Simanchal sir told, actually, if when you will be available, we can have a virtual discussion before finalizing the topic for the next session. That we will communicate to you, and based on your availability, we will finalize the things. Now I request Mr. Panchanan Pasayat.
Thank you, sir.
Can you switch on your video, please?
Yeah, I have already switched on, so it is not visible.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Good evening, all. I am Panchanan Pasayat, trustee of Gyanalok Trust, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. On behalf of Gyanalok, I sincerely thank all speakers of lecture series 1 and 2 for accepting our request and brilliantly delivered on various social issues prevalent in India. I also thank Department of Social Work, Directorate of Distance and Continuing Education, DDCE, Utkal University, Odisha, for their collaboration in this event. I especially thanks to Professor Ashutosh Pradhan sir for the intellectual and logistic support. I sincerely thanks to Ms. Dr. Amarendra Das sir, Dr. Simanchal Ranjit sir, Dr. Renuka Kumar madam, and Ms. R. Chandramolika madam for their consistent support and cooperation, both physically, intellectually, and emotionally throughout the entire process. I thank Dr. Pradeep Kumar Sahu, Chairman of Gyanalok Trust, for his sincerity, hard work, and dedication for Gyanalok. I also thank Mr. Arun Kumar Maharana, the trustee of Gyanalok, for his support to organize this webinar. I thank the other organizing committee members, Dr. Saswat Kumar Pani, Dr. Punyamurti Das, and volunteer of Gyanalok, Mr. Manoj Kumar Sahu, Mr. Sagar Mahanti, Mr. Ratnakar Sahu, Mr. Samir Kumar Pradhan, Ms. Joshna Das from Department of Social Work, DDCE, Utkal University, Odisha, and Ms. Aditi Jana from Niswas, Bhubaneswar, Odisha, for their support. I sincerely thank all participants of the entire lecture series 1 and 2, without whom the arrangement of this lecture would not have been possible and make it successful. Last but not least, I thank all well-wishers and supporters of Gyanalok for their unconditional love and support that inspire us to work more and more in the field of education for the social development. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Samastango namaskar. So we can leave now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jai Jagannath.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Namaskar.
Jai Jagannath.
Thank you.
We'll
Thank
meet
you very
in the
much.
special
Thank you.
lecture
Bye-bye.
series. Again, we will meet in the